allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Trustee Hannan? Here. Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Jesberger?
Present.
Fiscal officers here. Township Administrator and Superintendent of Public Works.
Here.
Chief of Fire.
Here.
Chief of Police.
Here.
Public Works.
Here.
Code Compliance.
Here.
Residents.
Here. Okay, our next meeting will be March 3rd at 3820 Cleveland Avenue. Starting at 6 o'clock, and again, that's going to be board work session. Similar to the ed last time. Motion to accept the agenda with flexibility.
Second.
Trustee Jesberger?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Hannan?
Yes.
Public comment? This time? Okay. All right, going back to unfinished business from February 3rd, when we talked about many things. YouTube, policy, keep records. Yefo and Dave provided some information, along with Deborah gave us some research on some records retention and recording. I guess I'm not sure where to go from this. So let's just, you want to continue doing the YouTube?
Trustee Jesberger, what are your feelings on this?
My understanding from talking with Dave Medley is that we have to continue.
Why do we have to? Dave?
Is that what you said?
No, I said it, we need to continue, if not, if we put a policy in place, recording policy, audio policy, then we gotta make a policy for that.
Yeah.
We wanna we just don't want to do cold turkey.
No, I
We
wouldn't.
wanna have something in place, or something developed to replace it if we wanna make it.
I agree with that. Definitely have to be phased out if we do
Yes.
and go to like the audio recording, so what do you think?
I don't know who would sit there and watch or listen to an audio. Minutes will suffice.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather go online and watch or read thorough minutes than scan through an hour and a half meeting online if I'm going to go back, personally.
I agree.
That's my feeling.
So, would you be comfortable with we just like push it down the road until we get something more developed, or we know we're gonna have timely minutes, or if we think the best way to handle that would be?
I think something like that would only be helpful if our meeting minutes were always up to date and they were current.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if that potentially would need to be, I don't know if there needs to be like rules and regulations about like time frames for minutes.
I think that's what a lot of other townships, as I look around and after the going to the conference, I think a lot of other townships are getting away from having it on YouTube
Yes.
and just going to, just for practical resource and liability purposes, just having timely updated minutes is what I feel like at this time I'd be most comfortable with. But if not, if we do decide to keep it on YouTube, again, like Mr. Medley has said, we need to invest in a better system. That- So I would be in favor of, let's push this to the next work group. I think that, and then maybe develop some regulations and rules, again, of how quickly, what we think, a reasonable timeline for the minutes to be posted would be. And I don't know, Deb, is that something like, when you do them, can we, I know we can't post them until we approve them, is that correct?
So the ORC is blurry. It says I am to review the minutes before they're presented to the board. It doesn't say I'm to write them or comprise them. So I have since I've been here. As I shared by email, I would advise you to be careful about passing more policies because then you have to always follow them. And I know that's obvious after you say it, but when there's really quick meetings, I've been given as little as a Post-it. The executive session happened, started, end time, and we made that work. Right now, we are still waiting on executive session details from June or July 22nd of last year, and what happened after the executive session August 19th to finish those minutes. And that's not information I have any access to.
Okay.
So I don't know why we have to have something. From what I understand and know, you guys could end the feed now. And I guess it would be loosey-goosey to not have any policy in place about how you record these minutes, these meetings. But you can't pass policies requiring me to do something.
Okay, no, I'm just asking, like, could you post the meeting, like, say we had the meeting tonight, you had the minutes done tomorrow.
Yeah.
Could you post those, or do you need to wait until 2 more weeks until we approve the minutes to have them posted?
Nobody's
that was
ever
just
asked
my
me that before, but I would advise against that. It seems benign, doesn't seem like a big deal. I think 99 out of 10 times, 99 out of 100, that would just be helpful. But I worry that if I were to publish something that the board just
Right.
rubs somebody the wrong way, they didn't get a chance to edit it, it's not officially approved. So you could do that. I don't know of any place that does that, but if you did, I would say draft meeting minutes. And then if I was another trustee and really didn't like something that was up there, I'd be in a conundrum because it'd be like, well, our fiscal officer has posted a draft of meeting minutes that she says I said something I didn't say.
Could we, like, you send those meeting minutes out? This is truly just because I don't know. Could you send those meeting, like, you have them typed up tomorrow, and then you send them out to us, and are we allowed to approve things by?
No.
We're not allowed to
No.
approve.
You have to wait till a public.
You have to wait till a public meeting.
And if
Okay.
they go into every other, I'm gonna get them prepared for March 3rd, but you're not gonna be passing them because if you wanna strictly adhere to, although it's new for us and that we're behind now meeting minutes, maybe at the next working meeting, we still have some motions passed, like getting caught up on the meeting minutes. But we're just in some catch-22s here of, I've chosen to type the meeting minutes up. We're behind on the previous 2 meetings this year. The first meeting this year was done. I'm waiting on details from 2 meetings last year, which our audit's now started, and if we don't get those things done, it's a finding in your audit. It's not a go to jail situation, but,
Okay.
but-
Well, then I make a motion, well, I don't need to because we
can just-
continue on with the
Just table
YouTube
it and just-
until we get all the meeting minutes caught up and figure that out.
Can we table them 1 and 2 since they kind of go together, or are we them separate?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. In going to your workshops, did you get a sense from townships of how quick their minutes are completed and posted?
no, that is not something that I asked, but I did get some contacts of a lot of people. We just had the Ohio Township conference, and it was great. There were I learned lots of things and talked to lots of people. I'm a talker, so you can imagine. But that I met a lot of people. But yes, but I can reach out to people and see, but yeah, I would
As soon
say,
as ours would be able to, the
Would be
minimum
2
would be
weeks.
2 weeks anyway,
right, exactly. So,
and that would be pretty quick.
right.
I don't think anybody in the public would necessarily expect
No,
10 minutes before they could get approved.
before 2 years ago, before I got halfway through grad school, I usually kept up and maybe at most got 1 or 2 meetings behind, so, yep.
Okay,
I say we just table that
so
for a
we'll
while.
table those 2 things.
While we're looking at it, Mr. Clark, the phrase, items would seem a little better than business, like unfinished items or new items. Just looking at the format of the agenda.
Unfinished items,
Yeah.
Or,
instead of unfinished business.
or old business,
Old
either
business,
one I
new
feel like
business.
is more.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be items, old business, new business. It's just a, idea.
Mm.
That's just a somewhat random thought for me.
Just kind of
A
trying to
newer format.
respect the discussion we had in January, that the board didn't like the format of putting old business on the agenda, so I was trying to
Oh,
respect.
okay, oh,
I
sure.
mean, we can
No,
do it,
people
we
don't
can
like
make
that.
whatever
That's
changes,
fine.
but I was just trying to respect what the discussion was in January.
Oh, sure, I don't remember that, but,
Yeah.
okay.
Alright, so, mission statement, branding, I think that was Dave and Deborah. And you and
And me? Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You shared that, bro.
You're in the back row. Back row.
Dave, do you wanna talk at all, or do you want me to?
I could start off.
Okay.
We had discussions about maybe putting our mission statement out on some kind of plaque or something in our building in several different locations, and also talk about maybe we can do magnets or something like that to give residents a mission statement. I think I talked to Deb today. There are some funds and other that we could use to purchase some of this stuff until we, maybe in the future, we have a hard line item for this or not, I don't know. But if you want to go on.
Yeah, so I think that we talked about, so we had a meeting about the bricks, and it also, we went into, Deborah was there for, PR and everything, so we also went into kind of branding. This is coming off of like being at, the new Grandview building also, which is having like, they just reopened and they had great stuff that's really promoting their city, and I want to promote how great our township is. And right after that, Chief Jones gave me a nice binder, so I could promote a Clinton Township one.
The black leather one?
That one, the black leather one, yes, love it.
Clever.
But anyway, I think that doing the mission statement on, we talked about taking it of the decals that are currently up. I don't know if there's one in this building. There's not one in this building. Okay, but it's very difficult when repainting and everything. So maybe putting it on like a large plexiglass that we can take on and off the walls, but having that in all the buildings, having it, you know, in different areas, but then also maybe developing a shorter tagline, because it is a long mission statement, although I think it really encompasses all we want to do, but maybe having a briefer one that, you know, we have the magnets, which I'm like so in love with your idea from last time, putting that in the newsletter. Deborah was checking with our printer to see if they could just do both of them, tuck it right in there, but with our logo, and then like a little like thing that comes out and it says an abbreviated version. So Deborah has been using Stronger Together, something that she got off of Trustee Jessberger's email that says we are strong, we are stronger together. If we like that tagline, or if there's other parts of, I wish we could use this to put things out there. Yeah, maybe next time you figure that out. Yeah, to like broadcast across here, but again, I will just go ahead and read, just to show, I'll read the mission statement again, which is on our website, very front and center now, but it is, our mission is to serve our community with unwavering resilience, by delivering exceptional, responsible, and reliable services built on trust and integrity. We are committed to fostering an environment where everyone feels heard, valued, and supported, creating positive experiences, adapting to challenges with strength and flexibility, and building a township that grows and thrives together. So from that, I think Deborah pulled out We Are Stronger Together. But if anything else kind of catches everyone's, I kind of like growing and thriving. Like I just see, like I see that right now. But I think we need to have kind of a shorter, an abbreviated version that will fit on a magnet, basically. Yes.
Can you repeat the line, "We hear you," something along those lines?
Oh, yes. We are committed to fostering an environment where everyone feels heard, valued, and supported.
Okay, thank you.
And that is on the front page of the website also. So I think from that, we determined like we would like to do some branding to kind of, remind people. I think there's a lot of people that don't even really realize, except for their trash can, that they live in a township. And, let's show them how great the township is. So by doing some branding, but I think also we need to, I don't know, Trustee Jesper, like if we could get like a budget or an appropriation for that. Like I know if you're working on the budget work group or the fiscal office, like if we need that, or we could just pull from other. But I'd like a set appropriation. I think Deborah and I are just like looking through Imprint and we're like, oh, well, these magnets would be doable. But like, I know we have money, but how do we appropriate that money?
In general, would this board be comfortable, you're not looking to spend money right now. It sounds like you want to spend at least $2,000 to $5,000 this year.
Yes.
Maybe you would find some doodad in the future that would be a larger budget, but I think there is money in other, that's either 500 or 599. We also have a line item specifically for printing. So like I know with police departments, to protect and serve is drilled in my head. So like I get that or like the best protest is 3-word slogan. It's just, it's hard to truncate into a quick catchphrase that we would identify as Clinton Township, but something that Jess has really brought forward that I like a lot is grassroots government. That Clinton Town, like just the form of Clinton, like townships in general are grassroots government, so it's sort of like something we could all mash together that's less than 5 words.
Yeah.
Yet to be figured out, but that we all like. And then, yeah, if you're gonna spend any individually more than 5,000 for one whack, that would take a purchase order. But at the moment, I would suggest using other. And then moving forward, if this is something you wanna do in an ongoing way, maybe you do need a specific or need a marketing line item to promote the township, not marketing any one particular program, but.
And would that be something that we would do in the 2027 appropriations? Or
You
just
can-
at
you
any
can always
time you can amend it?
You can amend your existing, so I think you're having a friendly conversation with your two trustees here. I think they're comfortable with you spending in the range of that 2 to 5. I know you're also used to the school's structure where they just sort of tell you,
Yeah.
here's your budget. So I think
Right.
you're sort of catching the difference.
Right, yes.
And I keep saying funny things, so you guys have got millions of dollars, go forth.
Yeah.
So if I can just distill what you're sort of asking, really you're the two colleagues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we had the magnets before that had the Public Works, leaf and chipping
Calendar?
and the
Trash pickup.
trash and recycle, how did we pay for that? Do you remember?
How do we pay for it, Dave?
Just went out of line item for printing and
Do you recall how much that was?
not our offhand, I do not.
Okay, so I can find that information out. We used a printer on Indianola for that. And we did do a little research on the like magnets. We found that those were relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, I have it at like about 49 cents a magnet.
So we were looking at different things like that. The tablecloths were in here, and the other would be part of that with just a logo on the tablecloth. water bottles, coffee mugs, things of that nature, to utilize, similar to Grandview. Yeah. And then we just try to figure out what the budget would be for that, because I'm ready to spend some money.
You're always right.
And then I had sent an email out with respect to the tagline to incorporate the reason why we said we are stronger together was because it's extracted straight from the longer mission statement, which would stay intact. And then the email that I sent out on February 5th gave examples of the different methods to incorporate when we introduce the mission statement to the entire organization, what that looks like and how we kind of boil that down accordingly for different types of communication. But we always have that underlying current, that underlying thread that we really want to give the big punch to, which I use the "We Are Stronger Together," which I believe everybody can agree. Imagine that. That is a very powerful statement, and keeps and it really kind of focuses in on what our intent is.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just looking through this email again, and I just kind of want to read some of these to everybody because I do really like some of them. The one sentence version would be, "Together we serve with heart, adapt with strength, and build a thriving Clinton Township where everyone belongs." Kind of love that. And then the catchy, "Stronger together, serving with heart, building trust, growing community, and resilient today, thriving tomorrow." So those are some of the examples that you had emailed out, Deborah, that I also really like. I don't know if any of those catch anyone's fancy.
So maybe we can all just kind of revisit that and really kind of decide on if we're all in agreement with utilizing those type of what everybody
Maybe we
is
can narrow that down
comfortable
for work
with.
session next time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I got one comment. Going to the OTAs and listening about how the property tax is trying to get repealed. A lot of people's going to be putting out some kind of information here in the near future, trying to get that. And one of the basic things for the township is we are grassroots government.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to kind of have a little initiative for that, to kind of put that out there, to position ourselves as, hey, you need to think about this because this is your grassroots government that you could lose it.
Well, I just keep thinking like we're a grassroots government surrounded by a city. And I don't want to be poking the city of Columbus in the eye in print. That might be. So we could brainstorm for a long time, but I think we're all kind of moving in that same direction.
Okay. All right. So we'll have a decision at the next. Well, not a decision, but
Closer to.
yeah. Okay. All right. Great.
And then the bricks.
Dave, do you want to start talking, or do you want me to?
We actually have a resolution together with the bricks. Tiffany kind of put this together, resolution, and I kind of added a couple things to it. We sent it to our legal for review. They reviewed it, made a couple tweaks, and we'll just put a motion for it.
Yep. So moved.
Well, yes,
Well,
ready.
Oh, you gotta read the whole
I
thing.
feel like you're
All right.
ready, but.
We're ready.
I request a resolution providing for a complimentary Veterans Memorial Brick Program at Clinton Township Veterans Park. So, then we get into discussing it.
Second.
Trustee Jetberger.
Are we gonna discuss it?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, it's kind of been stagnant for a few years, getting the bricks out for our residents. And this would also encompass our township employees, and the township would actually foot the bill for the bricks. We found a new engraver that's local. It's a little cheaper instead of sending it to Florida back and forth with shipping and everything. So that's what the board has discussed the last time, that we would just go ahead and absorb the cost for that. And maybe getting some,
I ordered 2 of them. Nobody took any money from me yet
won't need to.
When did you order them?
last time.
Did you fill out
Like,
the?
what, you mean like last
No, I didn't
year?
fill it. I just said, give me 2.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess. Yeah, there is.
They're
a
gonna be
form.
blank.
Huh?
They're gonna be
They're already
blank.
They're already
They're
there.
already
So
there.
already there.
There's tons of them just like
We
that.
gotta engrave them. I'll get with you.
But yeah, there'll be an application to fill out to get them. Like I said, the township will cover the cost of one. Unless it's for 2 different individuals.
One for me and one for him,
Okay,
my father-in-law.
there you go. Like I said, once this passes, then we have some forms in the front office. Are they still on the website or not?
Yeah, I need to update the website, after we do the resolution and get everything finalized. And then it's gonna be pushed out in a social media promotional campaign, so that everybody, the public has an opportunity to buy more bricks before, I think we said March 13th, because it's a 6-week processing. So we wanted to do that because the actual rededication ceremony is going to be on
May 25th.
May 25th, which is, I want to say Labor Day. Is
No,
it
it's
Labor
Memorial
Day? It's Memorial Day. I get them mixed up. Okay. It's one of those patriotic days. And this is what the form looks like, and this needs revamped too. So I'm going to have you don't necessarily need to. I just going to get specific information
tell me
from you
what to do,
because you're
okay?
special. Okay. So we have a form, and then we're going to ask the department heads to go ahead and complete that form, or send me the same information that's on the form, so that we can process those orders and get them in. My goal was to try to do that pretty aggressively, by push it out by the end of this week, and then that way we have until March 13th to get additional orders, get the bricks, and then plan for the rededication ceremony May 25th.
It would just be residents requesting a brick, because if the township's buying them.
Yes, but they need to, so in here it does say the eligibility would be, any current township employee, resident or past resident who's a veteran. So they would come in and they would, tell Deborah, like where they live, or they'll, fill out online, she'll follow up with them, make sure their service is correctly documented, and then she would get that order. And then, as we were talking about this, we had a meeting, the 3 of us, we really decided that we wanted, this is a big deal, especially including employees, and let's make it a big deal. And let's have kind of like a rededication ceremony, also kind of spruce up the park a little bit, and then have maybe, have an event, because we will have so many township, I think there's 7, 9 township employees, and their families could be there. We could have, some refreshments and some things there, and
Have a party.
and hopefully have an honor guard
And it'd be
there.
great if we could get some of our swag items,
Mm-hmm.
coffee mugs, keychains, magnets, as well.
And also, I was thinking, if we found a resident that was a veteran that would be willing to speak, just a short speech to kind of kick off the rededication, I think it'd be great. If we're doing this, let's do it and, honor our veterans. So, and Memorial Day seemed like a great time. Just a natural, let's get this moving.
What does everybody
Mark
think?
your calendars.
Okay. The next item is the leadership.
We need to
Oh,
vote.
Wait.
oh, oh, what, you
We
do
have to
order?
go,
Are we
we do
done?
roll call.
Oh,
See no more discussion. You guys will be proposed.
So for over a year, my employee's been wanting to donate bricks. Is that wanted, or is the township?
we discussed on the paper, it will say that there, you know, we do take donations, a suggested donation. So, I mean, far be it from us to turn down donations, I think. I mean, I think that we will pay for it, but if somebody wants to my feeling is if somebody wants to replenish those coffers, why would we not take that money? It's not that somebody's, the township's buying the bricks, but people are welcome to, I feel, should be welcome to donate to the cause. Is that not?
Yeah, I
Kinda
think we
how
have
it's
an
talked
offer
about.
from the FO assistant to buy all the bricks in the initial orders. She's gonna pay for the
She
initial
offered to
stuff.
buy the bricks last year when we identified that we were at an impasse, a log jam, if you will.
Yeah.
And she said, if it's just a matter of purchasing the bricks, I'll pay for it out of my own money. And I said, you know, to kind of held her at bay to say, okay, we're supposed to create a policy first. Didn't want to usurp the process. And
I mean, would
So
there
that's
be
where we were-
yeah,
We had a
would there-
policy for donations.
we were at.
There is no place, I mean, I'm not overthinking that, we can do it this way, it's just where does the donation actually, like, what would you be spending those donation dollars on then moving forward? That is actually how this whole thing started.
We always said, like in our application, that it was towards the brick sale proceeds will go towards offsetting cost of parks and maintenance.
So it's
That's
just,
how
I'm
it was
talking about
promoted.
setting that up and making sure that actually happens is the devil in the details.
Sure, there's a
Something
lot
your
of
office can set up.
there's a lot of moving parts with
Take
this.
action to set that up.
I just say, like, it's like donation, but like, how do you, what does it actually, what is that paying for the maintenance of the parks? Is that a cone? Is that somebody's salary? It's a good idea. but it
Well,
hasn't
when
been a
this
lot
was
of money.
initially created several years ago, unless there's very specific details with respect to that piece of the puzzle in the minutes from then.
You can pass
I
it,
don't
I'll just
know.
learn what I'm supposed to do with donations. Like,
Okay,
it needs to
alright.
go to a specific place, very different, like it may be a separate fund altogether.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
Could it possibly be the new parks fund that,
There is no parks fund.
could there be one?
No.
There, right?
But
You
could there
can,
be one?
there's all kinds, you can fund with funds, you can make lots of funds. So yeah, pass your policy and I'll just figure out how to distinguish what's a donation. Yeah, that's my suggestion, do what you want.
Does anyone have any questions or?
We need to wording a motion to accept donations for the bricks.
You start, yeah, you already have it typed
Okay,
up.
got it, okay. All right. So it was moved by me, seconded by Jess. Right?
Yep,
Okay, now you vote.
okay. Trustee Jessberger,
Yes.
trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Hannah.
Yes.
All right. The next old business item was the proposed organizational chart for the township. I had sent an email to the chiefs and the administrator on getting feedback. Did they respond to you guys too?
I spoke with everyone individually.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna say, based upon the feedback I got, if it's not broke, I don't really need to know. I don't think we need to, like, create a fix for it, because they all seem to work together really well. It's just something that I had learned at the OTA, and I thought, well, let's see if we can pay her for it, so, I think we're just gonna not do anything with that. Do you agree? Okay. Fiscal officer.
Motion to approve the bill.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Hannah,
Yes.
trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Jessberger.
Yes.
Motion to approve payroll.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Jessberger,
Yes.
trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Hannah.
Yes.
That's all I have.
Okay. All right, committee team reports on the chat.
So for our February 13th market, we received over 10,000 pounds of produce and distributed that to 570 individuals. Our next market is the 27th from 4 to 6 at 3820 Cleveland Avenue. We have a free health clinic coming up on the 21st from 1 to 3 p.m. at 3820 Cleveland Avenue. And at 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. we have free women's self-defense classes starting. The instructor has advised that the 3 p.m. class seems to be full, so if anyone is interested, the 5 p.m. class is still open. We're starting to advertise for March. We have free family movie nights coming up in March, the first being March 6th, which will be here at 999 Chambers Road. The movie of choice is Ratatouille. Movie starts at 6 p.m. March 20th at 3820 Cleveland Avenue, same start time. Both of those will have Franklin County Public Health there distributing some resources to the community and also a couple of other vendors.
Did you, I'm sorry.
Just to add for the self-defense, I believe firefighter Scott is going to be including some groundwork this time.
I believe you're right.
Throwing people in the ground?
Like
No,
getting on the ground?
Like, if a male would be on top of a female.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Ground
how
fighting
is the
techniques.
female the
How to get
bigger?
off the ground from
Oh,
over.
okay.
Yeah.
That's so great that it's already filled up, and I'm like, I had no idea that he had to sign up, because the last one, but the last one was very crowded, so.
So there is a QR code we've been putting on the flyer that was actually Kavita Bowery from Franklin County Public Health's idea. Previous classes weren't very full, but she had the thought of when they do become that way, it's nice to have this QR code. So hopefully we're getting a lot of people to start using those.
That's awesome, that's awesome.
Just a question about the free health clinic. Is that something that like, it would I make people that come feel awkward if I just stop by?
Not at all.
Like, okay, I
Not
just
at all.
didn't want people that are there for healthcare and I'm just like milling about, like,
Nope,
okay,
you're
all
fine.
right.
So we'll actually have resource tables going on while that clinic
Oh,
is
great,
going on.
okay,
So
okay. I'll be
anybody
there
can stop by
And
anytime.
that's on the 21st,
Yes.
This Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday.
great.
Budget work group,
I have no information.
Okay.
I'm not sure when anything is gonna
Nothing's
get
scheduled yet.
scheduled.
and 999 Chamber Work Group. I had contact with Morgan Green. She's really busy with Girl Scout cookies and lots of meetings, so she agreed she's gonna send me some dates in early to mid-March that we can meet sometimes during the day or in the evening, but then we'll send an email out to people that are on that committee. Administration?
Yes, submitted my monthly report. I worked with SIP Trunk, they're our landline for 3820 Cleveland Avenue, trying to get the taxes removed. I think they are removed from our invoicing. I worked with Stephen with SOTEC to get the legislation ready for the gas and electric aggregation to be put on the ballot. I did submit that resolution to the Board of Elections, and it is on their website for the aggregation. They have not issued a issue number yet, but it is on their website. I worked on the MS4 report to the county with Deborah in Omar, and I did get that submitted. We had to have that submitted by the end of the month. I attended the meeting with the police department reviewing new payroll companies. I worked with the public works department during some of the snow events by phone, or a couple events I did help with removing snow in the parking lot and sidewalks at the township hall. I did order a new snow box for the skid steer, which worked out great during that heavy snow that we got. And also the skid steer, I got a pickup broom for that to help with some of the curb and gutter areas that we have this summer, trying to keep them clean. And then I reported several water line breaks to the Columbus Water Department in the last month. We've been been everywhere. Our crew's been out. When they see them, they end up calling me. Then I call the water department and report it. So appreciate them guys paying attention out there when they're out driving around and doing and working. That's all I have for my monthly report. Any questions on that?
Can we just have an update on the flooding of the
Oh.
building?
Okay. We're still at the cleanup stage. We got a lot of insulation, drywall, ceiling tiles taken out. We had water inundate our building at 3820 Cleveland Avenue. It's been pretty nasty. So we got ServPro in there doing the cleanup work. We got ServPro, they came in and going to come up with an estimate for repairs. We've had our insurance company there. We've had our insurance company's structural engineer look at it. There was still snow on the roof, so they want to come back and look at it on the roof when they can. So it's still in process what's going on. We did have another contractor just stop by and kind of take a look at it. He was not impressed with the roof whatsoever. There was possible bullet hole in one of in the roof over top of the fire department's.
Oh, my.
There was more than
It's
that.
common in our neighborhood.
So
I remember
they
that.
patched them with silicone for the time being.
New Year's Eve's a big
That
problem.
one-
Yeah, and 4th of July.
What goes up comes out, comes back down.
Yeah.
And any other day.
Yeah. But it looks like the roof has the fasteners and stuff has come loose up there, so. I anticipate in the next week or so hearing more back from our insurance companies. They seem to be right on top of wanting to get things done.
Okay,
I
great.
know it's been pretty noisy for some of the guys in their offices with the fans blowing to try to keep the moisture down so we don't have mold growing everywhere.
Is there any, like, can we go back on the roofing company at all, or are we out of warranty?
And that's kind of up in the air right now. I know I've sent the warranty information over to our insurance company, and they've got it from the structural engineer.
That's something they fight though.
Yeah, they're looking into it.
Okay, great.
It may be midsummer before we get some resolution to this, but it takes a while. I just gotta say, ServPro's been pretty good so far, haven't they, guys?
Thank
They
you.
were in there, I believe, till 7 or 8 last night, actually, removing white drywall and insulation, so
Yeah, he's got.
they've been very diligent.
I think that crew they have 2 projects going on right now, and they showed up when we called them within an hour.
Yeah.
They was on the scene to take care of everything. I do have some videos of stream drumming out of ceiling tile and.
Thank you for that terrible update, but thank you.
I kind of got this, this is our January, we're a month behind. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I just was curious of what's going on.
Then, continuing, I got some stuff with flexibility. I was told today that the Chambers Road sidewalk has been funded from Hess to Kenny. They're looking to go out for bid in March, award in April, and start construction in May. And that'll be at no cost to the township. That's all county right away. And I know a few years ago we offered to fund some of it, and they said it's our responsibility. But I still have the design stuff along printout in my office too, if anybody wants to see, because there'll be parking spots and the crosswalk.
Oh, yeah, I'll stop by to see that.
It'll be a nice project when it's done.
And when they're done laying it, will our team then put up a few solar lights?
That's what I plan on doing.
I think that's the best use
To
for
actually
those
put
solar lights.
so many
Yeah.
feet and have,
I think that's gonna be better than trying to use them on the street. No. Good
yes,
application on your part.
yeah. Then, see, I sent some things out to the board last minute. A lot of this stuff happened today. Morpsey has a summer intern program. And I would would like to, if we can afford it, like to participate in it. We're kind of looking for somebody to work in the front office to help with some internet stuff, website stuff, making forms, anything like that. Help with the front office. And I'll give you guys all handouts. And just want to see what everyone's thought is before I would ask for a motion for it.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, former teachers were all about
Mhm.
educating and
Yeah.
bringing along the youth, so.
This is something like my niece does these internship programs all the time. She's in like urban planning, and I mean the wealth of knowledge that these young kids can bring is really great. So I think, yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah, they got a 14-week program, 24 hours, 32 or 40-hour week. The wage is $16 an hour because they keep the costs low. Morpsey actually pays $1,600 of that. Then they waive us $675 intern program fee. They waive that.
We don't have to do OPERS contributions?
No.
Okay. Did this
Workers'
person work for Morpsey, or do they work for the township? They probably work for Morpsey.
Yeah, they've been on this for.
Yeah, I think
They
that's
probably work for
what
Morpsey and then get assigned to us.
Yeah, I
It's just
actually
kind
saw
of like
this.
a law that anybody who works for us is.
I saw the Morpsey,
email that they sent out, yeah.
yeah, and I saw their applications.
They actually
Yeah,
do.
which is
Yeah,
placed.
they actually do the interviews and stuff like that and find us a candidate. The only thing that we would be responsible for up front would be if we do a drug test or background check.
They'll have to have a background check.
Okay, for being up there. So that will be at our cost.
Do you have to submit an application for that?
Yes, it's coming up pretty.
Do you need a scope? Do you want me to put together a scope or overview of the duties?
I think she has a pretty good idea from after our talk with her.
Good,
And actually, I
great,
think she's actually doing interviews this week or next.
awesome. That's
One
exciting
thing I would
news.
need is from the board the amount of hours we'd like to have this employee work for us.
I mean, why would we not do the most? I think if we could find somebody that wanted a 40-hour a week internship, I don't know.
You have enough work to,
Do we
Keep
have
somebody
enough work
busy
I
for
think
40
40
hours.
might be,
Is that too much?
it would, because that means I would be with an intern pretty much all day, every day of the week. So on a part-time basis, I believe would
Okay.
suffice at this point, and then we could see, you know, if we would need more hours, if that's an option.
that'd be an
Yeah.
option.
But
for
I
the
would
next
do,
one.
what's the options for
24,
hours?
32, and 40.
I would do 24 if I have any say in it.
Would you be able to use anything?
Yeah, I suppose if other departments.
I would say 24.
I mean, speaking from just my experience with my niece doing these kinds of things, like she, you know, she worked for like Coda and she rides the buses and she figures out solar plans and what. So I feel like there might be something that like, you know, they could be working, helping with chat, doing. I don't know. Is there other things, not just trailing Deborah, that we could?
I mean, if there's a need in another area or focus or research or something that we currently are challenged with or just don't have enough time or resources for, I don't know what that looks like because my universe is pretty much all.
Is it based on the
Different.
students' experiences and what they're looking to get out of the internship?
I think it's based on what their qualifications are, what they can help us, not what we help them with.
Right.
But in the end,
I mean, they have the skills, that's what I'm saying.
we're going to give them education also, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Since we currently don't have a social work intern, I mean, I could definitely use somebody to research resources for those that may end up finding a need. I don't know if that would be something they could do or not.
Yeah, I honestly think we can break this person up a little bit here and there and as needed.
I would just want to make sure that, like I remember what it's like to be an intern, to usually are stuck doing stuff that no one else wants to do, but I wouldn't want him or her in the position where they're having to do like meeting minutes. Like they're not learning anything doing that. Like that's not, you know what I mean? Like putting together resources for employees, because Morpsey offers quite a bit for employees. Resources for like the businesses, resources for our residents. Like troubleshooting. I would be hesitant to have them do like home visits.
No, I'm not
Okay.
talking about anything.
He's talking about doing research for research.
Yeah, I think they're going to be mostly like flyers, postcards, newsletters.
No, they're going to be doing like the stuff with the website specifically.
Yeah, that too. I mean, that's encompassed.
That's the rub. That's been the rub
Yeah.
right now. It's just trying to address that when I have all the other balls in the air.
Are they gonna, are you planning to have them work with trying to get it the ADA compliant on our website, or is that something?
Well, the ADA compliant is going to need to be respectfully a different conversation, simply because when we got that on the radar, whenever it was, a year or two ago, I had concerns because it's a legal requirement.
Right.
With respect to that being a more of a high-level leadership type of activity. That's something that I would not be implementing.
But if you're the one
I would
posting it on
manage
the
it.
website.
I would manage it,
Yeah, well,
but I'm
I think that's
not going to
where-
be the architect of it.
No, I don't think so either.
Okay.
But I'm talking about like posting pictures, making sure we don't have PDFs. That's all things that you upload, because all that stuff, PDFs are not allowed. You have to have like separate picture headliners that a blind person's reader can say there's a picture of this and then be able to read the thing underneath it. I mean, that's something that you're going to be responsible for the website management part of it.
I think Civic Plus
Right.
takes care of that. That's what
Okay.
we're
I need-
Well, that's why I just asking.
I need to understand specifically what's my role and responsibility with respect to ADA,
I'll
because
give you
that
some-
is a different,
I'll give
totally.
you some stuff I got at the OTA that breaks it down
Yeah, I got some.
and would be like what your responsibilities would be since you're a web posting.
When is-
And it applies to Facebook, it applies to every media we have. It applies to, Facebook has to be formatted in a certain way. Anything sent out that way has got to be ADA compliant. So I mean, all that stuff is gonna have to be looked at and agreed to by April 27th of next year.
Of next year.
Right, so we have a year.
I thought it was this year, so I was
No,
I was
the big state
feeling
is
a little
50,000,
anxiety.
no, 50,000 or more
Okay.
is this year. And less than 50,000 is April 27th.
Okay.
So we have time.
Okay, good.
You don't have a gun to your head, so there's time to figure it out.
Good, because I was completely thinking it was this year, and I was
Trying to figure it out.
So
going to
Jess,
say maybe
as a
2 interns.
former intern, what's your feeling on hours?
I would say 24.
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
Sure.
I mean, and see how it goes this year, and then we offer this every summer, and if we come up with ways that maybe next year we can increase the number of hours. Because again, we don't want to give them busy work, and we want to make sure we have meaningful experiences for them. Because I'm with you, I used to place students on co-op, and I would fight with employers with the kind of things that they were making students do that was not really bringing up their education at all. So I agree with that.
I assure you they would get a high-quality learning experience
No, I know.
at Clinton
But
Township.
to Jess's point of doing menial
Yeah,
tasks,
I
I
get it.
fully agree.
Right, I'm not going to make
It
them
has to
sweep.
be- It has to be like educational task for a college student.
Absolutely.
They got, the internship would start May 12th, and last day would be May 13th, somewhere in there, and then last day would be around August 14th. So there'll be worksheet training on the 12th, and report to your office on the 13th. I'll make a motion to hire an intern through Morpsey for this summer for the front office. Not to exceed $4,000.
Second? Yeah, the second. Oh, sorry.
So move.
So move.
Thank you.
Oh, second, sorry.
Clark
Yes.
first, David.
Yes.
Okay, Tiffany, Hannah,
Yes.
seconded it. All right, now the roll call. All right, Tiffany, Hannah,
Yes.
David Clark,
Yes.
Jessica Desper.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry all this stuff just happened so fast today. Also got today a request for a letter of support for the Columbus Region Network of Knowledge, New Opportunities and Technical North Knox Project Building Application. They're trying to get some funds to design some interchanges and stuff over here on the west side with Old Kanji River Road and Lane Avenue, and there's 5 sections. I sent an email to the board earlier today, or late today. They just like to have support from the township for this, requesting funds.
This one shows like a circle that includes it. Looks like a corner of Lennox,
Well, that's just the area.
right?
Instead of
Hendricks.
Old Kanji River Road coming and turning, going underneath the bridge and coming out by the theater, that actually goes line up straight with Old Kanji River Road
Okay.
on the side of.
What body wanted the letter? Like who requested it?
And it's City of Columbus. Roy.
I don't know about the person, I'm just like, an entity, like, was it Franklin County, like ODOT? Oh, City of Columbus.
City of Columbus.
Got it.
Okay.
Are we in favor of letter of support?
Yes. We need to move it, or
What
what
do you need? Okay.
I don't think you need a
Okay.
motion, but
All
I
right.
could be wrong. Okay. Nod for support, it's official.
Okay, anyone else? I got a couple other things, sorry. NECA over here, they applied for a brownfield cleanup for their properties over there. And the EPA is requiring them to go on the west side and drill test holes for monitoring and seeing if there's any soil contaminants in the soil or water contaminants. They reached out to the property owners and sent letters to them. They got 2 letters back. One said yes, they could do it. One said no. So their next option is to ask the township if they could stay in our easement and drill test wells along the center of the road. Or on the center of the road, edge of the road. There'll be 6 to 8 inches around the holes. Drill down, then they'll put 2-inch plastic PVC up there, through there to the top. So at the top it'll be concrete, 2-inch PVC, so they can, and it'll be ground level, flush, so they can open that up when they need to and monitor what's going on while they clean up. First, see if there's anything that has moved off site. Second is to make sure nothing moves off site during their cleanup. They'll be down between 20 and 40 feet depending on where the groundwater is. And he did not give me any time that how long it would take to have this done, and they'd be out there, whatever it takes for the cleanup. I think it depends on how much cleanup they have. But like I said, the EPA is on them to get this started ASAP. Only thing that they need is a verbal agreement that we're fine with it.
Is this the National Electric Coil people?
Yes.
That's the property, this is the cleanup agency.
A cleanup agency?
Yeah, Geotechnical Consultant Incorporated. They're local, Westerville, Ohio. The only thing I'd ask for is a motion to authorize the township administrator to give a verbal agreement to authorize them to do the test holes, do the monitoring wells.
Second.
Verbal agreement. To let them,
Any other questions?
No.
do
Give any other
the
questions?
testing or monitoring holes.
Yes.
That's good.
The soil
We need a
testing.
discussion.
These are all
We'll
the
be
things
testing
we can
for
do
it
to
and then monitor it.
stop contaminants coming into residents. Yeah.
Okay. So that was first by Mr. Clark. Who seconded it?
I did.
You did? Trustee Jessberger?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Ham?
Yes.
Last thing, Cook Road is gonna start in March, and go until October. There's gonna be a lot of construction going on there. They're gonna go down a foot or two, lower the road, put in storm drains. They got catch basins. They have some water line section that they gotta replace. They're gonna start at Cleveland Avenue, go to Walford. They're gonna get that done first. Once school closes, they're gonna jump over there and try to get that section done. Then jump around. They have asked me if the board would have any reservations in opening up Dresden Street between the city and the township, so there can be access going out to Elmore Avenue there for 4 to 6 weeks, because then that area will be shut off. If not, they're gonna have to try to purchase some ground and make a road somewhere. So if they could remove that guardrail there,
What is the
Truck
guardrail
trailer.
block now?
Semis? What's
Is that
that?
like going into Northern Lights, is that the?
no, this one is going the other
Are they
direction,
still doing there?
going north.
Okay.
It's driving nuts.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm for it.
Yeah, we've had issues with the property owner for decades. So to open that guardrail and have traffic through there,
Well, they was concerned about all the cars, and I said, we got them 25.
No, we took care of those last year, finally.
So where's that? It's
you okay?
Dresden and what?
Dresden and Elmore.
it says the county engineers, they can connect it to the city roadway.
Yes. Actually, the guardrail is on the township, so that can be removed
Right.
without interfering.
That's
with
what I'm saying, just connect it to the city
Yeah,
portion of the road.
they just would do asphalt through there, 4 to 6 weeks, take the asphalt out. Put the
And
guardrail
then we
back.
have to put the guardrail back up.
They will,
They will.
they will,
Oh,
yeah, they
okay.
will.
Okay.
That's only one guardrail issue.
There's others.
The other guardrail issue is at the Northern Lights. They were using the new storage unit to put a lot of their tools and stuff in there. And they'd like to use that asphalt drive there at Northern Lights to put catch basins and things like that nature. I give them the contact for DLC.
Yep.
So if they get that okay to use that area there, they would like to take that guardrail down at Walford for the time being to drive back and forth, and they would.
Wow.
and
Chaos.
I can tell you, he's gonna have a problem with that right away.
Yeah.
They
The
would
farm
barricade-
level.
they would barricade it off as if they was using it.
So they're gonna move it?
Like at night, they're gonna barricade it?
Yeah, so people go through there like crazy.
Yeah, we're locked.
What's those people?
I mean, the other option is they'd be driving out on Cleveland Avenue.
Yeah.
No, I
They're
understand
going
what
to
you're
They're gonna
saying.
have a major problem with that, cause I
Yeah.
remember,
That's fine.
they was knocking doors, they were like, so glad that the
So they
guardrail
want
was
that
there.
as just like a, I'm not a decision maker, but I'm just thinking, they want that as like a quicker driveway to the parcel instead of going down to the light and using Cleveland.
Right. They come in there, if they have a loader, they're hauling pipe, because it's gonna be a lot of pipes that'll be
I
used.
mean, can they put like temporary steel barricades, like
I wonder if they
barrier
could
gates?
gates.
They'd have to
Because
do
if they
gates,
don't,
I would say.
Open and shut, they just
Yeah.
Put
put,
a fence up there, people are gonna drive right to it.
That's what I told them.
We've already had people hit their car there.
I would think a gate when they go moving in and out and close the gate when
My
they're.
friends are so mad.
But, I mean, if it's just regular fence, we've had
No,
people hit their car there.
Well, the thing is, the lot on the other side of the guardrail's gonna be full of catch basins and the equipment, you don't get through there anyways.
Well, no, but a drunk driver will smash up the
Yeah.
concrete catch basin.
Yeah, right,
Boom!
That's tricky.
I guess express our concerns, or if we need the chiefs to get in on expressing the concern, I would advise maybe moving forward that way or not.
it's dicey. It's like, I think it opens up the township for just more hassle and liability than the convenience it brings them.
Yeah.
But
What do you think, Jess?
Why can't they take down the barriers right behind Northern Lights that goes into the city? What is that, Greenwich?
the other direction is what
Yeah, 'cause they're working.
Pauline
that-
and
Yeah, I
I
know.
have a Google map if anyone wants to see it.
Northridge is,
Yes.
yeah.
Turns
We
into
just
country
had
road.
a meeting with,
Okay.
we just had a meeting with Northern Lights
I don't think-
owners about walking off the Greenwich access as well.
Okay.
Because it's helped with all that traffic and speeders and.
Yeah, they're gonna shut that
If
off.
we open that back up, it's gonna cause.
Okay.
Well, they only
Wild
open
West.
it, they only open it up during this construction phase and they would put it all back when they're done.
What if they're delayed?
they will be delayed. It's just, it's a lot either way, but.
The concern immediately is just being on Walford, there would be semis going through there
Yeah.
all the time.
They just drive through and blow through the stop sign.
Well, they
Right.
won't be able to fit through there. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, there's
Yeah.
not gonna be any room for them to drive through.
Okay.
It's
They're
big
gonna
enough
be
for
full
the
of catch
trucks and
basin and
pipes on it?
pipes. They want it as a laydown yard for all their
Oh,
pipes.
I see, so it's not gonna be a driving thoroughfare,
No,
it's
no, no,
gonna
no.
be.
They just wanna get
storage.
back.
Just on the other side of the,
Dropping
just on the
pipes.
other side of the guardrail in front of the storage units, they want that as a laydown yard there.
Okay, so there'll be literally like giant pipes blocking
Yes.
any sort of car
And
traffic.
concrete catch basins and equipment and,
Okay, that makes us, and me feel a little bit better because like,
If it's set up that way, yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that thoroughfare is just like a nightmare in
Yeah.
the way of.
Without those guardrails
Yeah.
stopping
Yeah.
the traffic.
Yeah.
There's some people
We used to
right
have
on
a
the corner
traffic
that-
light there,
where the
network.
roundabout is, when I was knocking on doors, they were like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it.
That's
standing
right.
there watching it, and
Huh?
it's just
We
like,
used to have a few of
it's
those.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
At a restaurant.
it was wild when we first moved in and we were like, okay.
Yeah, just like sometimes 50, 60 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and they would,
Right.
and instead of
And they
stopping
just-
at the stop sign, they would just blow their horn,
Right.
as if that.
That's people who are walking from the other way.
Right, like where cars coming in the cross direction, just assuming that they're not gonna stop.
I guess just convey their concerns and
that's what I told them at the meeting today, and Mark was there, that, you know, there's gonna be an issue with the traffic and stuff, and they said we will barricade it off.
yeah, so, I mean, they put up, road closed signs or something like that. I mean, my concern is, like, late at night, we've had drunks that have
They look-
come from Ferris Road and flew over the roundabout and ended up smashing into the guardrail.
I don't think we're ever gonna prevent them.
No, and if they do that tabletop thing, my concern is somebody going 50 miles an hour going airborne when they hit that thing, but I'm not an engineer.
Could I ask a question? It's during the summer, right, that they're gonna do it? Or is it?
Starting March and into October.
Okay, because there are also a lot of families who like do school pickup now in that alcove on Walford. Like they come and bring their kids and wait for the bus. in
Where's
there.
that at?
On Walford Street near the barrier that's
Where we
there.
closed it off, I see people
Yeah.
down there
There's folks.
waiting to pick up
pick
their kids off the bus.
They did change
Because
it.
it's like out of
it's a
traffic.
bus stop now.
Really?
Yeah. There's
So
people
they come
who
in
park
Northern
there.
Lights and the bus drops them off there, or?
Well, the bus is on Elmore, but parents will pull their cars back in.
Yeah.
That end of Walford that we closed off, they'll sit back there and wait for their kids to get them, take them home.
Yeah, and to pick them up and like they'll wait with the kids for pickup.
Okay.
It's just kind of become like a de facto like safe space for them to,
So just FYI.
yeah.
I don't think they've thought of that.
No, they definitely didn't, because they're
Probably not.
not, these are community members, they're not,
Well,
they want to harm kids, they just don't live there.
Yeah.
okay, that's,
Not malicious, yeah.
these people live there, I can read.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I guess convey that
Yeah, I'll see if we can find another.
school families that
another
use it in that area. Try to communicate with the school families and let them know what's going on too, I guess.
Okay, I just want to know that's not an option there, but open up Dresden would be okay. But 4 to 6 weeks. That's all I have.
Before you move on, the letter of support, I know we didn't vote about it, but I need the record to reflect that I have.
Just take out any
on
discussion.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trustee Jesser did not participate in the evaluation.
Oh, it's the same thing.
thought you just mad at me.
Yeah,
Get it on the record. I'm not
just anticipating.
Yeah, we don't have the chair's signature.
Is that? Okay.
That's because she works for the city of Columbus.
Our wonderful friends at the city.
What's that?
Our wonderful friends at the city.
That's right.
Yes.
Our activity summary for January of 2026. Responses, we had 72 fire and EMS incidents occurred in Clinton Township. Our automatic response partners dispatched 81 vehicles to assist with those 72 incidents. Engine 61 responded to 201 incidents. Medic 61 responded to 302 incidents. Under training, personnel logged 75 hours of training on various EMS and fire-related topics. Nationwide Children's Hospital presented pediatric respiratory emergencies on the 12th, 13th, and 14th for free at our location. Dr. McAllister and OSU emergency physicians conducted EMS core competencies training. All staff participated in scenario-based exercises involving trauma and medical emergency patients. The fire safety inspector conducted 32 inspections. He also assisted the city of Grandview Heights with business records. The EMS training coordinator, he reviewed 301 EMS reports for QA, QI, and processed those for billing. Conducted several individual EMS run reviews. Continued ordering and stocking our EMS supplies. Scheduled OSU medical residents for ride-alongs. Scheduled our free EMS continuing education for February. And also responded to several EMS incidents. Community risk reduction and outreach. The Franklin County Public Health Child Adult Immunization Clinic was held on January 9th. The free produce markets were January 9th and 23rd. The OSU Clinton Fire Free Clinic was January 16th. And the free women's self-defense class was January 14th. And additionally, I conducted 6 follow-up visits with residents who recently utilized 911. And under recognitions, both our 1-unit and 3-unit crews were recognized by the Mobile Stroke Treatment Team, also known as Stroke 1, for the care provided to a recent stroke patient. The incident occurred close to shift change, resulting in personnel from both shifts being involved in the patient's care. Crews had the opportunity to review the patient's positive outcome with the stroke team and received accolades from the treating neurologist, along with a complimentary breakfast and appreciation of their efforts. Yeah,
Great.
did an awesome job. Our second item, I didn't have a chance to talk to the attorney, so I'll have to move that to the next meeting. And that's all we have.
Just a quick question. When you guys have like children's come in,
Yep.
is it just you guys that are in the training or other township people?
We
Like-
actually, Columbus stations around us, we'll invite them,
Okay.
but we're in the busiest, most dense area, so it's very hard for them to get to us. We also have Mifflin Township on Agler Road, we have the EMS coordinators from Columbus stations, so occasionally we get a few extra outside of just our crews.
Yeah.
We try, so,
Yeah. No, I just wondered. Yeah.
And it's all
That's great.
free, so anytime we have them coming out, part of Bill Brown's job, Lieutenant Brown, is to contact them to let them know we have that going on.
Yeah, that's super. All right, thank you.
My turn. I submitted a monthly report with some additional information to the board for the meeting here. Back in January, we've seen an uptick in the theft occurring over at Langston Center and some of the retail organized crime stuff that's going on. Assistant Chief McCoy and I think it was Sergeant Reeves or Sergeant Burr. Reeves met with management from DLC, and we've kind of joined in a partnership with Northern Lights with some technology and some other retail organized crime that's going on to enhance what we're doing for the shopping centers and hopefully coming back to us. DLC has reached out and we may have some community engagement issues with them here in the summer. National Night Out, we may be moving that to Northern Lights as a bigger event. Also with our Heroes and Helpers program, they're willing to sponsor some of that stuff.
That's awesome.
With some things we're mutually working on, I can't discuss in public, but it's the work on the retail theft issues we've had, not only there, but I mean bigger over here at Lenny Sun Center. We've made several arrests in the last week with Officer Walsh being over here. Those numbers have kind of ticked up recently, and it's not just your person that needs diapers, or, you know, I don't have anything to eat, so I sold a bag of chips. These are retail organized crime theft rings. So those, he's working with Detective Lopasser at the Sheriff's Office. So we may have an upcoming role for him to play in a bigger component of that investigation work. So 489 runs, month of January. Our year-end report is coming out. Kind of like Brian, our officers averaged over 400 hours of training last year. The use of force report is an annual report we're required to put out, and it's public, that goes in our year-end report. We saw almost a reduction of 50% of use of force last year. Pursuits were down, so I was kind of excited about that. Also, the run volume was down a little bit with our arrests. We averaged about 100 less arrests last year than the previous year. So those numbers are encouraging, but we did have violent crime. We did have, you know, the homicide or two last year. But we're hoping on the continuing trend to bring some of that stuff down. So, and just as a side note, I will be out of the state starting Thursday through Sunday, and Assistant Chief McCoy will be acting chief in my presence.
Awesome, thanks.
Public Works.
That's another monthly report for the board. So, the month of January, the crew moved all the street lights that we got stored over at the barn at 3820 over here to the garage at 999 to make space for the recycling bins that we were going to receive. We made a total of 6 trips out to Groveport Recreation Center, which is where they were holding the bins for us. We got a total of 300 of them. We stored majority of them at 3820 Cleveland Avenue. We have about 55 to 60 stored here in the garage out back. Again, to anyone in the township, if you need extra recycling bins, no cost to you, just reach out to us and we'll come drop one off for you. We got a total of 20 tons of salt from the city of Columbus that they were able to donate for us. We've been out to plow / salt a total of 4 times in the month of January. And last but not least, we used a total of 56.875 tons of salt in the month of January. That's all I have for today.
Did that deplete like what we had, and so we had to get more from Columbus, or was that just
So we were
bonus?
pretty low, so we got about 20 tons just to make sure we're good for the rest of the season.
But, and we don't get it from City of Columbus.
No, this we actually did.
This
Oh,
one was
this one's
donated,
good,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got
Yeah, it was
Everybody has
with
better
the,
reasoning.
we have an agreement with City of Columbus that they take care of a couple roads of ours. We take care of a few more roads of theirs. And the rub is they give us about 20 tons of salt a year if we need it.
awesome.
That's a great partnership. Mr. Quigley.
I submitted my January report ahead of time, apparently, as I was told. I was a little overzealous. You're welcome.
It's better to be early than late.
True. So it had my numbers for last year, how many cases were worked. Also talked about some of our continuing problem properties that we've resolved through some court actions. One of them being over 2000 block of Ferris Road. They're finally moving forward with that property. They're going to be moving forward with an injunction and make them sell that home. The home was left to somebody in the family and they don't want it and they're not paying for anything over there. These people that are living there were actually burning their trash in the backyard, and they're having a lot of vehicle traffic and foot traffic in and out of the place, so they were concerned about that. I will tell you that because of all the snow and everything we had, my caseload has been a little bit lighter because I couldn't see any of it.
And then it mixed.
So that was my basic report. I just did a supplemental thing just for February, just for some updated information. We talked about the Veterans Park, and I'm sure if you've been over there, you know there's a home across the street from that. That gentleman was told in October at the end of October, he would be fined $150 a day for every day that he did not bring his property into compliance. He has not done anything, and as of this writing, he owes them about $15,750 in fines. So he's scheduled to go back to court next month, and at that meeting, they'll probably go ahead and move forward with the injunction to foreclose on the property, and then move forward with the sale of the property. That will take. There'll be some time before that actually goes to sheriff auction and things, but it is moving forward, and whoever ends up buying the property, they'll have to pay the property taxes up to date, and then also they'll be responsible for removing the 5 motor vehicles that are stuck in the driveway in there. So we are finally seeing some headway with that particular property. Had 2 occasions to work with the police division. Had an individual that was at a business on Walford that was living in the back lot in a car. Got a hold of Assistant Chief McCoy. Had some people go down and talk with him. The property owner did not want the person in the car there any longer, so officers had engaged with them and told them they needed to move on. And then we had another property over on Audrey. We had a check on the well-being call. The police did. They got there and they found 3 people there that don't live there or claim they didn't live there. And the people that used to be in the home are no longer there. And it appears that those people may have sublet it to somebody else, and the rental company was unaware of that. Officers that were inside the house found 6 inches of standing water in the basement. So I reached out to the the rental management people and told them about it. There is a couple violations outside that we are addressing also. So the neighbors in the area over there, I had a couple of them call me on Sunday, and I took a phone call for that and explained to them that we were already aware of the property. They're concerned about it perhaps becoming a trap house or a drug house, and I told them that the police department's already been aware of it, and that we're already working with rental people to try and take care of that immediately. So we're on top of that one, and that's all I have.
Community affairs.
January is Heart Health Month, so we are focusing on healthy lifestyles and taking care of our hearts. So we are posting out information and resources to remind people how important it is to do all the things that keep you operating at a full optimum level. Newsletter, it's that time of the year again, so the information, what Dave mentioned, for example, with the Cook Road, Chambers Road, that's some good stuff. People love hearing about that. Statistics, what you talked about, Dan, some highlights with that. Police, some of your wonderful achievements or statistics and some of the great stuff that you shared. So I'm looking at a deadline of probably March 10th to send me that information. And then spring events, we got a couple new ones on the radar. Real quick, we're going to have a community backyards program at our community engagement room on Saturday, May 2nd. Our Arbor Day Earth Day event again is April 25th. We're also having the SOPAC presentation that day at noon. Litter Sweep, April 18th. I have a meeting with Henry Stahl with Franklin Soil coming up to kind of detail what that's going to look like. We're going to primarily focus on Case Road in that area, in and around Case Road. The 21st is going to be the SOPAC presentation at 999.
What month?
April.
April what day?
April 21st. That's going to be the day of the meeting.
Okay.
So, so the day of for 999, it's going to be the April 21st meeting here. And then for 3820, it's going to be the 25th, the day of our Arbor Day, Earth Day event.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Appreciations, I have, I'd like to appreciate all the department heads and employees that helped with the recent roof leaks at the township, help with filing claims, aiding in the placement of containers around the building to catch the water, and just like all hands on deck to preserve township property as well as they can. Thank you. Anything else?
I have one for Omar. Since he's taken over as the crew leader, he's very responsive to anything that I run across and see. I send him correspondence, he gets back with me immediately. He and I have been working, especially with the recycling cans, because people have not got them, not realizing if you don't have an active trash service, you're not entitled to have one. So he and I have been working together. I'll check to see if they have active service and relay information to him. And as far as the fleet, the trucks all are amazing. And he's been helping out because of my stupid knee. I haven't been washing my truck, and the guys have been taking care of my vehicle as well. And I just want to know how much I appreciate the work and the leadership he's providing them.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
You got your
else?
situation?
What?
I just got something else.
Okay.
The FOP signature page for the contract. Did you get it?
What?
Did you, the FOP signature page, you two signed?
For what?
Is it still in the
The
office?
contract, the police contract.
I'll bring it over.
Last week,
tomorrow.
Jess and I signed it, and
Okay, I'll be informed,
so it's,
and I'll be at the address.
Yeah, and then if you would, just get it back to Joe so he can get it to the lodge, and then they'll send out the finished version of it.
Tomorrow.
okay.
Any other items?
You're up.
My last day serving for the township is going to be April 15th. I've accepted a position in another state. They meet the same time we are, so that's exciting to think about. I will functionally be starting that job out of state March 16th, so I won't physically be here much for the last month. That I'm still going to be working remotely between March 15th to April 15th. And I need to apologize to my employee for not defending her more mid and late last year for a lot of allegations and false statements that's been said about her. Melissa Tremblay's been very helpful for organizing our finances, and I don't know who has encouraged employees not to talk to her or where that rumor came from, but I'll just apologize for not standing up from that flu. I've been here 12 and a half years, and I've learned a lot.
Thank you for your service.
Some of it
Yes.
painful.
Thank you for your service.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so March 3rd, the next meeting will be my last meeting, unless something changes that I feel like being here April 7th, but probably not going to take off work for that.
Well, it's a good thing you were able to sell the one property at
Yeah,
that time.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that worked out.
So much has happened. They have a 22-foot statue of a horse downtown, and today is the Chinese New Year and it's the year of the horse.
All right,
So, yeah,
Next time I drive by your house, I'll throw fireworks at it for you.
go for it. Yeah. Once you find where I'm moving to, I'll lose my mind. That's where I moved away from.
Public comment?
I think this is a leftover, unless someone put that in there.
What's that?
The executive session.
I did.
Okay.
So I move to enter into executive session to consider the appointment, employment, promotion, compensation of a public employee or official under G1 of section 121.22 of the revised code. Do you have to have a second?
Sure.
Okay.
Second.
Sure.
Trustee Hannah?
Yeah.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Jesper?
Yeah.
And for our new friends, we're going to be on the other side next month. Because I know you never want to miss one of these meetings.
It's a much easier commute for us. Yeah.